ever encountered a situation where you took your friends or family to a nice Italian restaurant for a nice Italian food, thinking that's what they wanted? And towards the end of the evening, you found out that actually no one in the group really wanted to have Italian that day. I face this situation quite often. And this is the result sometimes. My son sitting in a nice Italian place thinking of, why are we not having sushis? I face this situation in many circumstances. Another one is when my wife gets a nice soup once a week because both of us want to eat light, organic and healthy lunch. So she gets these soups from Sainsbury. I'm having it because I think that she likes it. And I just have a feeling that one day, to our horror, we will find out that no one really wants to have soup actually, but we are having it. There are a lot of challenging situations we face in making choices. There are a lot of biases that come into play. I stumbled upon a story which I found extremely intriguing, and that gave me an impetus to study more in that field of how brains work when we are making choices. So I'm going to share this story with you. This is a nice afternoon in Coleman, Texas. Nice afternoon, I say, with a very high hot temperature, 104 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a small town, 5,000 people. The boy and girl are visiting the girl's parents, so 4 of them sitting, sipping away lemonade and playing dominoes. It was a perfect marking of a nice, enjoyable afternoon, Sunday afternoon, until the father-in-law suggested, maybe we should go to Abilene for a nice dinner at cafeteria. And the daughter immediately jumped, well, that sounds like a good idea. And they turned towards son-in-law, who didn't want to get out in that hot weather, but thought maybe he'll be rocking the boat for the rest of them. So he said, oh, it sounds good, maybe we should ask the mother, hoping she would say no. And mother goes, oh, it looks like a nice idea. I haven't been in Abilene in a long time. So into the car, they are on their way to Abilene. Abilene is 53 miles up north from Coleman. The drive is very barren. It's hot, humid, dusty. Most of the people are not talking. They can't look outside much. So it's a boring journey. They get to the town, Abilene, which doesn't have much to offer. They go to the cafeteria, which serves food which can be described in 3 letters. B-A-D. Bad. Even worse than the adapted version of English Indian curry served here, I guess. So they had this dinner there and then returned back. Quite bored, exhausted, long journey, 106 miles and 5 hours in hot temperature. So as soon as they entered, the son-in-law dishonestly, just recognizing, say, oh, it was a good day out. And his mother-in-law says, actually, I didn't want to go out. I just went out because of your enthusiasm from 3 of you. And then son-in-law said, but I didn't want to go at all. I went because you guys wanted it. The daughter said something like, I just wanted to make you happy, so I thought maybe it will be a nice change. And the father-in-law, who actually suggested, said, well, I thought you will be bored, so maybe we should do something different. So the point is, they ended up in this long journey, 5 hours, 106 miles, went to a dinner no one wanted to do. No one wanted to do it. This story became the foundation of further research by a lot of scientists and behavioral economists as well, and came to be known as Abilene paradox. Now, who is the culprit here? Any guesses? Actually, no one. I think all are culprit. But this Abilene paradox happens not only with people, mostly in groups, but even in the organizations as well. And I will just go to another question now, quickly. How many of you think they make rational decisions? And if I don't want answers here, but if I take it to the corporate world, the business people, where most of the decisions are happening, which impact all of us as well, our research tells us a percentage that how many decisions are really rational. Any guesses? Close. Any other? Okay. So, over 75% of decisions are not rational. They are full of cognitive biases. People saying yes to the big boss for whatever reasons. So, rational decision making is not as prevalent as we think. People try to take their decisions and then try to rationalize it. So this, if you take it, this is happening all around us. What can we do about it? So very simply, I have this ABCD. Allow differences, be aware of biases, confront conformity. So if people jump on, agree too quickly, hold on, pause, wait. And finally, someone has to play devil's role there as well. And if you look at a very famous quote from Sloan, who was the GM and president of General Motors in 1950s, he was at a meeting, chairing a meeting. He asked the whole group, top team, are you guys in agreement? They said yes. And then he said this, if you're all in agreement, let's hold on, come back until we have discovered some disagreements and deeper understanding into the issue. Thank you very much.